He was like my type. I like Asian girls, I like white girls, I like Hispanic girls, I like purple girls. And I'm like, huh? Purple girls? Like, what the heck? And so Jacob now goes, oh, she's cute or whatever, but you know, I think she'll have to take another L for the year because she's not my type. And I was like, hey gems, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pearl, back at it again with the motherfucking banger, because you already know the vibes. Like what? Like what? Let's get into it. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling you guys a little bit of story time, a little bit of TTT, a little bit of kiki. So I'm trying to keep them a low profile, if that makes sense. So I'm not trying to get too into depth with it with the beginning. But anyways, let's just say me and this girl was really close. Like when I say close, like we used to hang out every single motherfucking weekend. And like we kind of like started uni together. So if you guys know me, you know, like I'm a very outgoing person. You know, I like to interact with people, I like to meet new people, if that makes sense. So we met, basically I met this girl who introduced me to other people, so we all became like a group, if that makes sense. So as we became a group, you know, we used to hang out with each other every single day at lunchtime. Mind you, this is uni. Let me just explain the story, because I will explain the reason behind all this, you know, gibberish, all this catfishing that homegirl tried to do to me, because that's not cool. That's not cool. But anyways, y'all keep watching, stay tuned, because I'm about to get into it, period. Don't exit out this video if you're not trying to get the tea. Thank you. So let me name shorty Rebecca. So me and Rebecca, one day, we were just like on the phone and we were talking, and she's like, oh my god, you know, first of all, let me just say this, we have no beef. Me and Rebecca have no beef right now. We haven't talked in like 2 years. It's just the friendship just fell out, but just know we cool. Moving on. So basically, me and Rebecca was on the phone, and she was like, yeah, you know, girl, I got a new job, and honestly, I'm excited. Mind you, this is around like Christmas time in November, before quarantine, like I said, 2017. So I was like, oh my god, congratulations, like that's really good, you know. Yeah, you know, a good friend that I am, you know. So moving forward, a few weeks later, whatever, we're on the phone again. She's like, oh my god, girl, I have the cutest coworker. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, like he is so fine. And I was like, what's his name? And I'm gonna name homeboy Devin. So she was like, his name is Devin. So now Rebecca is telling me all about Devin, like how he's funny and he's hilarious and blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, that is good. So then all of a sudden shorty's like, do you want to lob to him? And I was like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no, it's okay, you know. And she's like, no, it's okay, I'll lob you, like it'll be great, don't worry, he's a friendly guy. And I was like, sis, it's okay, but if you're trying to do it, I'm gonna do it just for you, do you know what I mean, like whatever. And she's like, okay, I'll lob you to him. So that night, this was like, I remember very well, this was a Friday night. So this was a Friday night. This night was in December, actually, like at the beginning of December, around this time. And shorty was like, okay, I sent your picture to him and I'm waiting for his reply. So I was like, okay, I guess, like I don't really care, but go on. First it starts off, she was like, Devin, and he was like, Rebecca, and she was like, hey, and he was like, hey, how are you? And you know, they're kicking and laughing, and she's telling me all this tea, and I was like, okay. And then she was like, I have a question. And he was like, what's the question? And he starts flirting with her through the text. Basically, she sent him my picture. Fast forward, she sent him my picture. She was like, my friend thinks you're cute and she wants a lob. And she sends the picture I told her not to send.
Wait a damn minute. What?
So he looks at the picture and he observed, and he was like, oh, she cute, but you know, she's not my type. And he's like laughing, and she's like, LMFAO, what do you mean? And mind you, she's screenshotting their messages and sending it to me while we're on the phone. So I'm like, she's like, what do you mean that's not your type? And he was like, well, you know, that's not my type. I like, you know, my type is you. She's like laughing. She's like, oh, Devin, stop, we're just friends. Yeah, I am not making this up. She's like, no, but for real though. But anyways, no, she cute or whatever, but her nose do be shining like a pearl. So it was like my type. I like Asian girls, I like white girls, I like Hispanic girls, I like purple girls. And I'm like, huh? Purple girls? Like, what the heck?
That doesn't make no sense. My man.
And I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not entertaining this. I'm like, bro, like, you don't have to continue with this love. Like, I'm over it. Like, stop. This girl continues. It's like she did not get enough. She did not get enough of it. She said no. So then he's like, this person now goes, you know what? Devin's like, I'm gonna have to pass it on to my boy Jacob. I'm gonna call him Jacob. This is Devin's best friend. So Jacob now gets a text. Devin is telling Rebecca about what Jacob is saying. There you go. Yeah, you know, it's too much. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And so Jacob now goes, oh, she's cute or whatever, but you know, I think she'll have to take another L for the year because she's not my type. And I was like, boys, just don't fuck with me like that. Don't mess with me like that. I said, alrighty. I said, you know what? This is funny. I'm not bothered. So mind you, we're still on the phone together, and I'm just like laughing with this girl. I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. And I was just like to her, like, just forget it. Like, it's not that serious. Like, forget the law, but I don't need it. Jacob now comes back and he texted Devin, who texted Rebecca. So Jacob is like, this person, no, mind you, this new person that is being introduced is now a person from my city. He's a real person, and I'm gonna have to change the name, but I didn't know him personally like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna call this person Ethan. So now Ethan, apparently Jacob and Devin, LOL. Anyways, Jacob and Devin now sends my picture to Ethan and told Ethan I wanted a lot. So now Ethan is like, she cute or whatever, like, she's my type, I like her. Tell her that we can meet, you know, for New Year's. We can meet at Nectar. Okay, Nectar is an actual club. Nectar is was a club at the time in my city, and Nectar closed down. So Rebecca now texts me and it was like, oh my god, good news, like, there's this other guy, his name is Ethan, he thinks you're cute and he wants you guys to meet at Nectar. And I was like, Nectar? You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me. Like, if you know Nectar, you know Nectar was not the place. So I was like, what? And I was like, no, I was like, you know what? I'm going out with my friends that night, so I think I'll have to pass. You know, sorry, Devin and Ethan and Jacob, you know. And then she was like, suit you, that's up to you, sis, but you know, he's actually cute. And she like took a screenshot of Ethan's tweet that said who's going to Nectar for New Year's and sent it to me, except she cropped out the name. Okay, so I was like, alrighty. So I was like, no, just tell them it's okay, like, I'm going out with my other friends. And she's like, suit yourself, whatever. So we didn't talk about that situation for a while. So fast forward now, I'm now sitting in the cafeteria. This is like 2 months later. We're back in school after the winter break, and I'm sitting with my other friend, and she told me, she's like, I'm telling you, God works in mysterious ways, because if she didn't do this, I was not gonna know. But she just randomly told me, no, we weren't in the cafeteria, we're on the phone, and we were just talking. She's like, oh my god, have you seen Rebecca's coworker? And I was like, yeah, she showed me him before, I was like, yeah, he's really cute. And she's like, bro, like, do you recognize that face? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, he did look a bit familiar. And she was like, bro, that's this and this best friend from YouTube.
I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass.
So now this is where all the tea comes in. So basically how Shorty catfished me was she used a famous YouTuber's best friend at the time pictures and said that was her co-worker. I know, crazy. And the sad thing is she also told that friend I was on the phone with about him as well. So I don't know what her moral was, but just listen. So the Jacob person was an actual person as well who was best friends with Devin. Okay, so that's that. Mind you, the whole time she was texting Devin, Shorty was texting herself. Mind you, the whole time she was texting Devin, Shorty was texting herself.
Call the police. We need to call the police.
Mind blown, I know. So Shorty was texting herself, and the whole time she was like basically making like Devin compliment her. It was to boost up her own self-esteem, because the reason why she did that was because when we used to hang out together a lot at school, I would get a lot of compliments from my friends. Like I said, I don't be fishing for compliments, but it just came because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not trying to seem cocky, but yeah. And Shorty was always around me, so I guess she felt triggered and was like, why is she getting, you know, why is she being treated like that? You know, I'm about to ruin her self-esteem. So by my logic, and everybody else I told this, they thought it made sense, which is true. So she tried to ruin my self-esteem by bringing all these attractive guys, trying to lob me to them, and them curving me and saying basically I'm not their type, trying to say I'm ugly, which I'm not. I'm a bad bitch, but yeah. Basically, she was texting herself on the laptop the entire time, saying that it was Devin, and Devin was texting Jacob, and Jacob was texting Ethan. Crazy, I know, that's freaking insane.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking? There's times when,
like, who goes above and beyond just to do something like that? Are you dumb? Like, I'm sorry, but no. If you have your own insecurities, keep it with yourself. Don't put it on your friends, because your friends have nothing to do with it. You know, like, work on yourself. So basically, Ethan is now an actual person from my city. Let me say this again. Ethan is an actual person from my city that she wanted to set me up. Y'all, when I tell you I am not playing about this, she wanted me to go to Nectar, and then I was gonna go ahead and find this Ethan guy, supposedly, because she showed me his picture. I was gonna go find this guy at Nectar and embarrass myself and say, hey, you told me to meet you here. And he was gonna be like, what the hell, I don't even know you like that. Like, what? God. So that's the whole crazy part. Fast forward, I found out. I was so pissed off, but again, I am a good person and I always tend to forgive people even though they do me dirty. So I didn't talk to her for a bit, and she knew I was being distant until like 2 weeks after, something like that. I called her and I was like confronting her. I was like, bro, like, why would you do that? What's wrong with you? Basically, when I confronted her, she was like, girl, it was just a joke. Like, I was just joking. It's not serious. You know, I didn't mean it like that. And I was literally like,
come here, pussy. Come on. Get the fuck out of my goddamn dog.
What do you mean you let, okay, it's one thing if it's just like one day and you're laughing about it on the phone, you're like, I'm just joking. It's like, this is not a real person. And it's another thing when you continue for literally 3 weeks. Like, are you okay?
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
Anyways, so I didn't talk to her for like a few weeks after that. I confronted her because she was like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And she started like distancing herself in a way because she knew that she was in the wrong. Okay, and so then it was at the end of the semester. I felt bad. I don't even know why I had to feel bad, but the good in me was like, okay, like, let me forgive her, let me leave it to God, let me let God, you know, deal with it. And yeah, so I forgave her. I invited her to my birthday. She came. After that, we just never talked again, ever again. Never talked again. That was it. Cut off speech. You know, we still have each other on social media, but we don't talk like that. Again, I don't have our conversation of when it happened. If I did, I wish I could insert it, but y'all, it's been years and I got a new phone, so yeah. Comment down below your opinion on this. So yeah, and again, don't forget to hit the likes button. Don't forget to hit the likes button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, you know, hit the notification button for more weekly bangers, because your girl's coming back with more. So yeah. So anyways, thank you so much again. I know I talk a lot, but like, you gonna have to get used to it, baby girl. I hope you enjoyed this video and have yourself a great, lovely rest of your day, rest of your evening, rest of your night. Thank you and have a great day. Bye. Apparently Jacob and shit, what was his name again?